It's been established that lots of music at the time was lyrically driven by emotion. Anger, desperation, and politics surrounding the Vietnam War arguably played the biggest influence in how songs were written and popularized. But out of this anger, two of the most popular genres emerged: folk and rock. Classic folk music, performed by artists such as Pete Seeger, Joan Baez, and Phil Ochs, incorporated singer and acoustic guitar. Artists like Seeger used long winded narratives to tell stories and used historical references to make points. Lots of folk music used lyrics to tell stories of soldiers and of war. Lots of folk songs also talk about marching, and they reference wars in the past, such as the Civil War. If you listen to I Ain't Marching Anymore by Phil Ochs, he mentions about marching in wars past. There were also lots of folk songs that were traditional pieces that were rewritten to appeal to the media, such as songs by the Kingston Trio. This was a popular style because the horrors and injustices of the war provided a great opportunity to bring up repetitive historical events, such as the multiple wars the U.S. has been in, and messages of peace with traditional songs that most people probably already knew growing up. Where folk music stuck with a classic acoustic sound, rock music experimented with different types of sound, and it strived to get its audience to dig not only the music, but to also dig the message. Where folk music simply used its lyrics to get their message across, rock songs intended to use different sound effects to spark emotion in the listener. For example, The Unknown Soldier by The Doors created an image by using sounds from the war itself, such as the sounds of marching and the sound of gunfire. This shows that the war influenced different ways to portray sound, and with new technology, it was possible to use these sounds as a way of protest against the war. The most important part of rock music, though, is that these songs had a more tangible weight to them than any other type of music before, due primarily to the war, the anger, the political unrest, and these sound effects.